Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back. And I feel seriously ashamed. I would not say that I was busy, I would say that I was lazy. That's why I did not post anything for a month or so, but I'm finally doing it. At least I'm doing it now. Okay, so some days ago I posted a story on my Instagram account that if you people have got any sort of questions about me, ask me and I would do a video about it. So I'm gonna do that video right now. Okay, so hello, hi. So the first most important question that I'm going to answer is, where is your book? Book kahan hai tumhari? Okay, so firstly, the book got delayed because of the cover. The printing press said that they are going to design me the cover, and I was completely cool about it, that they are going to do this job. But the cover that they designed, I did not like that. So I said, I'm going to find someone who would design me the cover. And finally, when the cover was done, this pandemic happened, and I do not know when this pandemic is going to be over. So after this quarantine is over, I would be able to have my book and you would be able to have my book also. So for now, we only have got to wait. Okay, so the next question is, how will you explain worst kind of human and best? What makes us best and worst? I really feel honored that you thought that I would be able to answer this question. So when I talk about being the best human being, I would tell you what I think that the best version of myself would be like. Okay, so some time ago I watched this Korean drama series, My Mister, in which there was this quote that went like, there is no such thing as winning or losing. We all have got our different lives. And this is the thing that I want to convince myself, that if you win, it does not mean that someone else lost. And if you lose, it does not mean that you lost to someone. Because living in this world, we always think that we are in some kind of competition, and we have got to always stand first and always be the #1 person. We always have got to defeat every single person that we ever come across. And I always feel like I should be the one answering all of the questions that the teacher asks. And in the beginning of 12th grade, we got a new maths teacher. And I take my time to get comfortable with teachers. So in the beginning, I used to stay quiet in his class. And there was this other girl who used to answer most of the questions those days. And one day, the teacher asked her a question, and she answered that question. And the teacher said, you answer most of my questions and you're a really bright student. Everybody clapped for her. And everybody did. And while being there, sitting in that classroom, I felt my cheeks burning, as if she took something away from me that I thought was mine. Because we all always think that we should be the one getting all of the honor. And I said to myself, Iman, you always want to get honored. God always gave you honor. Teachers always used to use your name as an example, and like you want to get honored, you like to get honored, everybody else also does. And now when finally God is giving her the honor that she deserves, and it is not dishonoring you in any way, why are you being like this? So in that moment, I let go of all of the jealousy that I had in my heart, and I clapped for her, and I felt like I was becoming a better version of myself. So being the best version of yourself will be like focusing only on yourself and not having this mindset that you have got to defeat everyone and you should be the one getting all of the honor. You should only focus on yourself, and you should not be like, I gotta defeat every single other person. So that would be the best version of a human. And if you talk about being the worst human being, so for me, the worst human being is a person who thinks that he knows everything and the other person is like just dumb. And he's always looking for ways to show off his knowledge. So in the beginning, when I was trying to change myself, my eldest sister told me one thing, that Iman, the most important thing about an educated person is that whenever that person would sit in a group of people who, for example, speak only Punjabi or Urdu, he would never try to speak English or try to act different or intentionally try to make that group of people feel like they're uneducated or they're inferior or they do not have much knowledge. But that kind of person always intentionally does these things, trying to make that group of people think like they are uneducated, they do not have much knowledge, and they're just inferior to that person. So if you're that kind of person, then you're trash, and the knowledge that you have is also trash. The next question is, what's your height? That's my insecurity. I'm pretty short. I am 5'3.5". Yeah. What's your current read? Okay, so I was reading The Bell Jar, and then I watched the movie Little Woman, and I started reading Little Woman. So right now I'm reading both of these books, and if you haven't read them, read them. This one especially. This one is really good. The movie was extremely good, so that's why I started reading this one. What inspires you to write? My life does. it's not like I have a dramatic life, but a lot of things are happening here. So I always write all of my thoughts somewhere so that I would be able to understand myself better, what my insides are saying to me. So writing is kind of a way for me to express myself and understand myself better. So no one inspires me to write, I inspire myself to write. Yeah. Well, how is quarantine going? It's going good. Yeah, I wake up at 7:30, I study, I do breakfast, I exercise, I meditate, and then I study for 7 to 8 hours. I read, I watch movies, so it's good. I am not bored yet. No brother, how did it affect your life? Not having a brother shaped my life. Like, growing up, people used to say all kind of mean things while trying to be nice, but there was nothing nice about the things that they said. And my father is not a misogynist man, and he used to, give us everything that we ever needed or wanted and love us with his whole heart. And many people, on seeing all of this, used to say, like, you're treating your daughters as people treat their sons. And this always used to trigger me, like, daughter or son, it is still your kid. Why would you treat them differently? So being born in this kind of a family, it just gave me this urge of making my father the proudest father on earth, just to shut these people up, that not only a son, but a daughter can also make you proud. So yeah, it had a really big impact on my life. Writer in a Desi household, is it hard? It is hard. Because people just do not take you seriously. Like, when you say that you have written a book or you're writing a book, they do not take you seriously. I do not know why. And they just say, like, you shouldn't be focusing on your studies more, because being a writer is a risky thing, but becoming an engineer is not a risky thing, because you have got a promising career after that. So they say, like, if you have really written a whole book, do you really think that you would be ever to write again? And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so, because, writing a whole book consisting of 27 chapters was a joke, and I did it overnight. So, yeah, it is hard, but I just try to focus on myself and on my progress and all of that. The next question is, what are you studying? I'm in 12th grade intermediate computer sciences, and my first exam was on the 29th April, and it got delayed. Yes, I hope I would be able to say soon that my exams got cancelled. But yeah, intermediate computer sciences. Does your education has got anything to do with your book? I mean, with yours? Okay. No, it does not have got anything to do with my writing, because I'm just studying because I would be able to have a degree, so a backup plan, you can say. So it does not have anything to do with my writing. Any confidence advice? So firstly, I should say that I'm not the kind of person who should be giving confidence advice to anyone. With that being said, I'm always really mean to myself. I never appreciate myself, and I even after trying my best, I always say to myself that you could have done better, you're not trying hard enough, you're not trying good enough. I am not even self-confident, so I always allow others, like my best friend or my sisters, to tell me that, Iman, you're doing good, and everything will be alright, and you just gotta keep trying, fighting. But it does not always goes the positive way, it goes the negative way, because I would hear 100 good things about me, and if someone would say a mean thing, like you are not good or your writing is trash and something like that, my confidence from 100 would go to 0. So the disadvantage of giving the key to your confidence to someone else is that you lose it as soon as you gain it. So I would say never really rely on others to build your confidence, and just trust in yourself that whatever I wrote is good, and I really do not need to care what other people say. Yeah, this is what I would say. I know it's not a good advice, but it's some kind of an advice because I'm still trying to work on it. Most relatable book, I would say Damien by Herman Hesse. I came to know about this book last year when I was trying to become a BTS fan army, and I came to know that the Wings album was based on this book, so I started reading the book so that I would be able to understand Blood, Sweat, and Tears, music video, and other short films better. So I do not have the book right now because my best friend has it, and it became one of my favorite books. Being a religious person, if you have read that book, I do not agree with all of the things mentioned in the book. But yes, I do relate to the coming of age thing because we all grew up and we all change. And one of the things that I really liked, that one of the mentors of Sinclair said to him, that there are three kinds of people on this earth. The first one are the people who just walk over the pavement and they do not have any sort of consciousness and they're just living their lives. The third one are the people who fly in the air, who have full consciousness, who know what they gotta do on this earth. And the second one are the people who are stuck in the air, who have consciousness but they do not know what to do with it. And the time I was reading this book was kind of a hard time for me, just after the bypass surgery of my father, and no one was replying to my emails either, so nothing good was happening. And it was a bad time for me. And I saw myself there, stuck in the air. I knew that I had some kind of an ambition, some consciousness, and I did not know what to do. So I related to that. And the same thing Sinclair said, like, at times I looked at the people who walk over the pavement and I felt myself superior. And I also felt myself superior looking at other girls of my age that at least my life has got some kind of ambition. But at times I would look at them with envy in my eyes that their life is easier than mine. And I used to say to myself that my life would have been so much easier if only I had not considered myself above average. And that is one of the things that I've written in my book, War Within. And this one kind thing that one of you said, you keep improving daily, that's why I am so amazed. You people keep me improving daily. And I'm really happy that a few of you are still there. And you were there from day one. You people are still there. And I know I'm not posting as much as I should be. But I'm just tired, you can say, from trying. And yeah, at least I have not given up. I'm still trying. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I answered all of the questions and thank you for asking. And I made this yesterday because I was bored and it looked so amazing. Okay. It's so amazing. Okay, so this kind thing that one of you said, you keep improving daily, that's why I am so amazed. You people keep me improving daily because I'm really glad some of you are still there. Those of you who were also there from day one. And I know that I'm not posting as much as I should be because I'm just tired, you can say. But at least I have not given up. I'm still trying. I know it was going to be hard. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I've answered all of the questions and thank you for asking these things. And I made this yesterday and it looks so cool because I was bored. So yeah, if you want a journal tour, I would make a video and tell me in the comment section, did you like this video or not? And like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this with as many people as you can. And please do not let this one flop. Only I know with how many efforts I made this video. Okay? So yeah, that's it. Let's hope that this pandemic would end soon, and we would be just out of this quarantine, and life would come back to normal. So yeah, that's it. Bye.